Hi, in this session I'm going to cover how to create a form letter using the Microsoft Word mail merge feature along with Microsoft Excel. So you can think of mail merge as something where you'd have a template and you want to be able to use this template and change a couple things in the template, such as who it's addressed to and some other attributes of the template or form letter, and combine it with a database or a table of names and addresses and combine it all into one and just have it spit out or produce multiple uh, form letters where the only thing that's changing is maybe the name and address, but the body of the letter is still the same. So in a way, it's kind of going through this black hole of mail merge and coming out with unique or almost personalized form letters. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that with mail merge in Word and Excel. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go into Microsoft Word, and I've already kind of put together a template. Maybe you have a template where you're sending out invitations to people, or you have kind of some sales copy to prospective clients or whatnot, and you just wanted to change up the person that's going to, their address information, and maybe some other information within the body of that letter. So to start mail merge, or to start creating your form letters, you actually have to go into Microsoft Word first, and you can already have a template set up. There's already probably some copy or some text that you have, and maybe you just wanted to add in the name and address and some other item that's going to come from your Excel table. So you have that built, and you also want to have the Excel table built. So the other item we have is our Excel table that has our database of addresses information: first name, last name, address 1, address 2, this could be apartment number, city, state, zip, and this we'll use as our input into the mail merge. So if we go back into Word, we have a little template here where we're going to start the mail merge, and to start that we need to go into the mailings tab, and under the start mail merge group you can go under start mail merge, and the best way to do it is probably to go by the step-by-step mail merge wizard. So go ahead and click on that, and you're going to go through 6 steps, and the document that we're going to create is our letters. So we've already have some template here. We're just going to go and click to the next step where we're going to start the document. We can use a current document, or we can start from a template, or start from an existing document where we'd open it up from. So I've already got this open. I'm just going to go into where I'm going to now select the recipients. So this is where we're going to either input our own list. If we wanted to go and type a list and create it, there's actually a new address list that comes up and where we can type and create our list. Maybe we can create something here, and we can go ahead and start in typing. If we had a short list, we can start and do that, but we're not going to do that here. We're going to take it from our existing list. So if I click on that and I'm going to select the list, I'm going to go ahead and browse for where the list is, and it's going to be in here in my form letter. It's going to be the Excel file. So I'm going to click that, click open, and I know that I have the table in sheet 1, so I'm going to click that, and you want to make sure that this is checked off. First row of data contains the column headers. So as I showed earlier, we had our column headings there. I'll go ahead and click OK, and then it's going to bring it into my mail merge recipients, and you can see here now we have the option to deselect if we didn't want one or more of these recipients to get the form letter. But you can see how it brought in the column headings here. Go ahead and click OK if that's alright, and now we're going to go ahead and write the letter. So basically now we're going to start to put in the information where we'd want to have the unique items here. So maybe we want to have the address information here, so we can click on the address block, and what it's going to do is bring us up a window where we can kind of tailor it a little bit. You can see here this is the preview of what it's going to look like. This is the default, but let's say that we wanted to just go with just the Smith family or something like that. We can click this and it will go ahead and preview it for us, and we can take a look at our other recipients and how it's going to look. So I'm going to go with the one that it defaulted to, and if you had other fields that it didn't match up correctly, you can actually click this match fields button and you can match it up, because maybe it's trying to match for the required address block fields here, but maybe you may have named it address or ADD1 or ADD2, and you can actually select from it to kind of match it up with what Word is looking for the required fields here. So Word actually kind of picked it up well because they pretty much match word for word for the most part. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that because I don't need that. So I'm going to keep with the default preview settings. Click OK. Oops. It's good to be in the area where you want it, so I'm going to go ahead and Control Z to undo that. And I'm going to go ahead and click here. This is where I want my address block, so I'm just going to click that and click OK. And also the second line, I might want to have some salutation like dear or to, and this is where the greeting line option comes in. So I can actually put in a greeting line, and it'll give us some options to do that. Maybe I'll just put to and then just a first name to make it sound really personal. So I'm going to select the first name option. You can see here you can preview it here too. To Jane, to Joe, to Pritesh. So these are the options I'm going to have available. And hopefully I clicked over here to put that field in there, and I did. So it's going to show up there. And maybe I also wanted to have another item as a resident of the city, and so maybe I want to take this from the address. So I'm going to just highlight that and click this more items, and this more items is going to bring up the fields that I have in the Excel file, those fields that it brought over. So I'm going to select city. So after I insert it, you can see where I'm going to add a little space here. I think it didn't have a space. You can see where it's going to, the sentence makes a little bit more sense as a resident of the city. Let's say it's New York. You should know what a great place you live in, etc. So you can start to add different fields into your body or your copy here and make it a little bit more personalized for the individuals. Now in step 5, we get to actually preview our letters, and so we can take a look and see how it looks. Maybe I don't like this space here. I can go and change it, or if I'm okay with that, I'll just stick with that. If I want to change something else, I'll change it, but you can see how it looks for each recipient. And see? And so if you are happy with that, you can just go ahead and complete the merge, and it's going to ask you if you want to print or edit the individual letters. And usually when you print it out, it'll print out those. In this case I have only 3 recipients, so it'll print out these 3 to your printer, and that would complete it. So that's how you can create a form letter with the mail merge feature in Microsoft Word with Excel. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.